Hi everybody, James here, and time for a quick update on the Kirkby Ashfield 38F shed layout. The shed base is now in place on the layout. Had quite a bit of work to do to that, which was good fun. Over here, track is going in. It's not yet permanently fixed down, hence the drilling pins, but it is all wired in and it's all tested and working. Just the back road to complete, obviously, as you can see. So let's go back to the shed base and then we'll have a look at what else has been going on. Right, well, basically the board here, which was originally constructed for the shed to sit on, is clad in paper, which is great. It looks good. Obviously it's nice and smooth, so low resistance if it gets a bit close to the edge of the rail and you've got wheels that are a bit old and out of gauge and hanging over the edge. Anyhow, the problem was it was damaged and faded and torn and had a few problems, so I replaced all of it. Luckily I'd still got the original sheets that we used some 20-25 years ago when this was built, so I could use the same paper again and lay it down. And the trick was to try and hide the joints. Now in this light, because of the lamp just above me here, it is casting a little bit of a shadow, and you can actually see, if I come in a bit closer, the joint along where the sheets of paper meet. I'll get a little bit closer here, I'm hoping that'll just show up. Right in the middle there, look, there we go. So what I've done is individually cut out each slab along the edge at a random pattern and overlaid them. So from normal viewing distance back here, apologies for the camera, just let that wake up a minute, there we go. From normal viewing distance you can't tell at all, no straight lines to the middle of the bricks and that sort of thing. So all in all, I'd say rather pleased with how that's come out. A light dusting with a bit of paint and powder. It's working for photographs, and that's about it really. Over here, where the shed building itself sits, obviously you'll notice the holes in the floor have gone, where the 4 columns were from before, because they aren't going back in. So yeah, that's about that for now. So moving on up here. So keen-eyed of you will have spotted that yes, I'm using the new Pico Code 83 bullhead rail for this particular layout on the right, and the original board which the shed is constructed for sitting on is Code 100, which does create a small problem when it comes to joining it up. So obviously it's not the same. Luckily, where I have them meeting here, 2 of the 4 rails are isolated anyway, so there's just a gap left there and a small half of plastic insulating fish plate added. They're actually N-gauge ones that do fit just onto the Code 83 rail, so that's handy. But yes, the fish plates that now come for the Code 83 bullhead, nice little bits, fish plates, and they're nicely detailed, obviously won't fit onto the Code 100 rail. It's far too big. So what I've actually done is I've cut away the bottom of the Code 100 flat bottom rail enough to allow the Code 83 fish plate over it, and then have actually soldered it on. So that's a solid joint at one end, and then obviously it just slides on at the other, and that's it. So we have joined the rails up, and if I move this down here, you can see they sit perfectly flush and level, or near enough. So when the trains move over them, there's no bumps and jumping around and problems like that, and it all works well. So there you go. So that's the track work element dealt with. Now let's have a look at actually what we've done to power this thing. This layout was posted. We've had Christmas come and go, which is handy because for Christmas my lovely wife bought me this Gaze Masters Series U control unit. I wanted to keep this layout analog. A couple of reasons. First of all, despite the fact that newer models obviously come DCC ready and compatible with this sort of stuff, I will be running a number of older models and kit built stuff over time that isn't always easy or even possible to convert to DCC without some serious surgery. So I thought easier, keep it analog, keeps happy for me, keeps it nice and simple. The other thing is, of course, if I want to have it DCC, obviously it's only a temporary setup here with the power unit and the red wire going underneath to power the control unit. All I have to do is disconnect those two wires from the analog, and below connect in the DCC controller to the track input I've got below. And these switches here are the isolator switches for the layout. 6 of them, because if I look round over here, the layout's broken up into 8 sections, 2 permanently live, and each of the pits is an isolated section, and in line with those, where the track is yet to be laid at the back, will be 2 more isolated sections. So we can hold 6 locomotives on here at one time without any of them moving with the power on. So I say, for having it on DCC, just simply open up all the isolators and all the track is live. Simple as that. Couldn't be easier. So there we go. That's the reason why I'm having it on analog. So yeah, really happy with this control unit. Very nice. Sits flush to the board, which I'm happy with. And as you can see, it means I've got this nice little area at the end of the layout to operate from. The bridge will sit here, where this power unit is right now. That won't be there. But obviously the bridge acts as a scenic break across here, so none of this will be seen from the viewing area. There we go. Right, moving on. Shed building from the exterior, not much difference, but I have fitted the lamps to the front, as you can see. So rather pleased with how they've gone on. I think they look just right. I've lined them up as per how I've seen them done on real Great Central sheds, just sort of in line with the outside of the doors. So there we go. And then if we go inside, as you can see, lots of lamps in here. Hooray! In the office, let's quickly show there, put one in above the fireplace. You can't really see it actually from through the windows, but it does light the room up quite nicely, so it looks like just a ceiling lamp. None in the storerooms because no requirement for them. However, in the main shed area itself, I've put 15, I think it was, in total, down here. And from this angle you can't really tell, but I'm going to try and be clever now and bring this down to this level here. See if this works. There we go. You can see all of them are fixed to the wire, a bit of brass wire that runs along the length inside. It replicates the pipework that the real ones were fixed to in the real sheds, and all the wiring for them disappears up behind the beams into the roof itself, and you can't see them. So I'll bring this right down here. Bit of a funny angle because we're upside down now. I appreciate that, but you can see from normal viewing, the lamps seem to be fitted as they should be, like that. Hooray! So yes, very happy with myself with what's been achieved there. Took a bit of work to get that done. Bit of a fiddly job, but worth it in the end. So pleased to have got all those in there. And yes, they all work. And they look rather smart when they're all lit up. I did have photo and video of that. Unfortunately, the phone I used to film that was destroyed. Oops, got it wet. So all that is lost. However, when this is all in place on the layout itself, I will show it again and you will get to see it. Right, so that's about it then for this update, folks. I'm going to leave you now with a few shots of a couple of locos moving about on the track, so you can see a bit of movement for the first time. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Sorry it's been quite a while coming to you, but new one will come along shortly after with hopefully a bit more progress. So again, thanks for watching. Hello and thank you to all the new subscribers on the channel. Seen that one's crept up a little bit over the last couple of months. Again, give us a thumbs up if you like it. Leave us a comment below. Tell us what you like, what you'd like to see. And remember, if you new subscriber and you click subscribe, ring that bell. There we go. So you said it. Ring the bell and don't miss an update. So again, thanks for watching everybody, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now. We got a big shout out to my old mate Dave at Tinsley. Mentioned Christmas earlier in this video, and I was very pleased and somewhat surprised and shocked to receive this gift from him this year. For those of you who know what it is, it's a 3000 class ROD. Beautiful model, runs exceptionally well. Very happy with it. So massive thank you, mate. You know, really, I'm well chuffed with it. No pun intended. Brilliant. Absolutely love it. So thank you very much. For those you don't know what the 3000 class ROD is, or its difference to the original Robinson 04 design. Basically, these are the locomotives that the Great Western Railway took over after the First World War. And as the GWR did, they added a few of their own bits to it, as you can see, and they also increased the boiler pressure, so they're a little bit more powerful than the original Robinson design, even though there actually weren't that many of them converted in the end. But there you go, that's what it is. It's a wonderful model, so just a huge thank you to Dave. Cheers, mate, and now let's see it run.